Welcome to the Monday Morning Protocol, Week 007, the Prison Gym. Data point, the happiness half-life. Metric, hedonic adaptation, also known as the new normal curve. Insight, psychologists estimate that the boost from a major positive life change, like a promotion or a new purchase, typically reverts to baseline within 3 to 6 months. Status, system reset imminent. The field report. There is a specific cologne that bottles the most dangerous emotion in the male experience. It's called new car smell. We've all been drunk on it. You sign the papers, you grab the keys, and you slide into that pristine driver's seat. There are no stains on the upholstery. The dashboard is free of dust. The engine purrs with the quiet, confident hum that suggests it will never, ever break down. For exactly 3 weeks, you are the king of the road. You enforce a strict no-eating policy that would make a librarian look lenient. You park in the remote corners of the lot to avoid door dings. You feel different. You feel cleaner. You feel like a man who finally has his life together. But then the inevitable happens, the regression to the mean. It starts small. A wrapper gets left in the cup holder, then a mystery rattle develops near the rear axle. Finally, the no-eating policy is violated by a desperate Tuesday morning drive-thru run, and a single French fry falls into the abyss between the seat and the console. Suddenly, the new car smell is replaced by the scent of old grease and gym bag. It is no longer a chariot of glory, it's just the Honda. This is the cycle of the flatlands. We treat a purchase like a permanent upgrade to our happiness, but our internal baseline always resets. The hardware changes, but the software, the anxious, restless, hungry human soul, remains exactly the same. We find ourselves standing in the driveway, looking at the thing that was supposed to fix us, realizing we are just as unsatisfied as we were before. The intel, scale over trait. The problem isn't the car. The problem is that we think contentment is a feeling that arrives when the circumstances are perfect. We think, once I get the promotion, I'll be content. Once the house is renovated, I'll be at peace. But the Apostle Paul destroys this logic with a single sentence. Writing to the church in Philippians, he says, I have learned the secret of being content in any and every situation, whether well-fed or hungry, whether living in plenty or in want. Catch the verb, learned. Contentment is not a personality trait. You aren't born with a chill gene. Contentment is a skill, like welding, coding, or swinging a golf club. It requires reps. It requires failure. It requires training. Consider where Paul was when he wrote that. He wasn't in a villa in Tuscany sipping espresso. He was in a Roman dungeon. The air smelled of damp stone and open sewers, not leather seats. Paul treated the dungeon not as a prison, but as a gym. Every time he felt the hunger pangs, every time he felt the cold, he used it as resistance training. He had to look at the stone wall and say, this wall is not my life. God is my life. He had to look at the stale bread and say, this is not my source. God is my source. He was disconnecting his internal thermostat from the external weather. Most of us operate like emotional weather vanes, happy when the market is up, miserable when the car breaks. Paul learned to stabilize the temperature regardless of the storm outside. He didn't need the new car to feel okay, and he didn't need the prison to vanish to feel peace. He had learned the skill of the dungeon. Protocol, the discipline of the dungeon. This week, we are going to practice decoupling our peace from our preferences. We are going to treat minor inconveniences not as failures, but as reps in the gym. Mission: deconstruct the if-then logic of happiness. Step 1, the trigger. Identify a minor glitch in your day. The coffee's cold, the traffic is gridlocked, the internet is slow, the kids are screaming. Step 2, the override. Instead of fixing it or complaining immediately, pause for 10 seconds. Do not scroll, do not vent, just sit in the discomfort. Step 3, the code. Speak the secret out loud or in your head. I have enough. This coffee does not control my joy. This traffic cannot touch my soul. The Fire Team Challenge. The scripture, 1 Timothy 6:6. Godliness with contentment is great gain. The task, identify one thing you're currently fantasizing about buying. A new gadget, a car, a tool. The constraint, text your fire team or friend and tell them what it is. Then, admit what emotional hole you are trying to fill with it. For example, I want the new watch because I feel unorganized. Or, I want the truck because I feel weak. The goal, expose the hardware solution for the software problem. See you in the flatlands. Brian.